just to recap, guys, I'm putting a Morris X5 Magneto into an Ironhead, and it's in a bike that was running and all that. So in my case, you can watch the other video of, I loosened the push rods, pulled everything out. I was doing a cam change, so I just pulled all the cams out and everything. I had closed this whole area off, and wow, look, I still got a bunch of aluminum in there. I mean, at least it's aluminum and not metal. But the main point of this little secondary video is the adapter or the intermediate gear that they sell you. It needs a couple measurements taken that you're going to need to be aware of when you're getting rid of this rib and these castings, right? So you can't really tell, but what I plunge cut was this area right here, and right here, right? As they're cast, they're a lot higher. They're actually 173 thousandths or so higher, and that's where you get your interference problems, right? So the first the only two dimensions you really need to be concerned with are the OD here of the intermediate gear shaft to the radius, the beginning of the radius down in there. Let's see if, yeah, maybe you got a better shot of it there, right? Is 450 thousandths. So I set a caliper at 450, and I just went from the OD, and I just made sure that there was enough clearance all the way around, right? So what I mean, I probably overcut, but when I originally looked at it, I just kind of went slow and wasn't sure what I was actually doing. I just wanted to go real slow. But anyways, so you have to have 450 there, and then you need to be able to make sure that the gear here isn't hitting right here or right there or right there. So that depth from the gear to the bushing is 173 thousandths on this motor. And that kind of depends on the thickness of this bushing and this machining, and then how this was all machined. So you're going to need to take those measurements yourself. What I did was I snuck up on it. I set the plunge router depth, and I kind of went down. I knew I need to go down at least 100. So I went in, as you saw in the other video, I went down 100. Then I was able to at least take a measurement, and I just kept easing up on it. And then once I had it actually all finished, I just, I knew I had measured from here, right, to there, but I didn't actually know, what the casting was like here or here. So anyways, 175 does it on this one, 173. So I added a few thousandths more as this bearing wears, right, this bushing wears right here. The gear's actually going to get closer to these areas. So the router sits horizontal right here to this, right? So they remain parallel, and it does a really clean job. I think it's better than the suggested hammer and chisel method. But you can see I don't know if you can actually see up in there, but I have about 10 thousandths clearance in there now. So super clean. I'm pleased with it. Good luck with your install. Don't spin it around when you got the mag in there. Don't blast yourself. Anyways, I'm going to vacuum this up and then blow the rest of it out, clean it up as much as I can. If I'm still not happy with it, I guess I'll be taking some parts of it apart, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted.